So, we're back to doing this. Well, here's a little. Here's the what happened. Originally, back in January, I had heard word that the episodes were coming out on DVD, and I was like, okay, well, this works out because the people who were uploading onto YouTube are starting to get the videos taken down. So the DVDs come out, but only like four of them come out, and they only have like up to not even episode, like I think up to episode 8 or something like that. And then like the other DVDs are like exclusive to like something called Redbox or some shit like that. And there's like one that's exclusive to Target, and there's one that's exclusive to Walmart, and it's just like, what kind of marketing is that? You do know that the idea of releasing a show on DVD is to have people buy it and get income from it. Meaning, I don't know, make it easily available to all locations and not just exclusive like volume here and exclusive volume there. Like, the show just continues to baffle me. And so I watched episode 12 because it was, oddly enough, on demand. It was on like one of the on-demand channels. I happened to get the gracious pleasure of having available to me. So I figured, you want to know it? Why the fuck not? I started it. I might as well finish it. Episode 12. Well, let's see what the hell happens in this one. Basically, the circumference guy needs this stuff called slimetanium, or some shit like that, which can only be grabbed in the ghost world, and it's actually Cyclops eye goo, which I don't even know why the fuck it had to be that. It could have just been some sort of slimy substance that's found there, but, you know, make it sound more extreme, I guess. So, Circumference, Pac-Man, and the game go to the ghost world. They get some eye goo. They need like 2 eye goo, which makes very little sense, I must say. It's like, if you need 2 eye goo helpings of this eye goo shit, why not just grab 2 helpings of it from one Cyclops? You don't need it from 2 different Cyclops. It makes no sense. You know, it's like saying, you know, the fabric on this part of this Pac-Man is very much different from the fabric on this part of the Pac-Man. Like, it's all yellow fabric at the end of the day, and like no scientific like amount makes it different when you're trying to utilize it for a certain purpose. Though I'm pretty sure someone's gonna tell me otherwise, but you know what I mean. It's stupid. So, they only get half of it. And you know, some shit happens where the Pac-Man's like, Circumference, we don't think you should go there because you're old and you're not quite the sprite person you were. And he gets really saddened by that. So once they get back to the Pac-Land, Circumference goes back to the ghost world by himself. So Pac-Man and gang go back to the ghost world to go grab Circumference, who gets captured, but fucking he gets free somehow or stalls him. It's some bullshit that no one gives a shit about. They get the other Cyclops goo eye, everything's happy, and the episode ends. I distinctly remember previous episodes being extremely unfunny, and I am happy to report that that has yet to change. I should rephrase that. I am very much displeased that that has not changed, because okay, let's get one thing straight. Sure, the episode's not funny, but thank God they don't do any fart jokes or belching jokes or anything bodily functional jokes, which is a step up from previous episodes, if I recall correctly. So, I'm hoping episode 13 might be able to give us something better. Like, somehow it went from episode 1, it took this huge plummet, and now at episode 12, the writing is starting to get better. At least that's what I'm hoping is happening, because sure, episode 12 sucked. It was unfunny. It was boring. No real conflict really happened. You know, there was no point in this episode existing, I should say, because it doesn't further anything relevant. But it certainly was a step up from previous episodes, and you want to know what? I'll take it. I'm so happy to take that. No stupid, mind-numbingly dumb conflicts, nothing that is just so out of proportion of how realistic common sense is taking place, or like how they try to shatter like how things actually work in society, and screw up, you know, kids who are watching this and are taking the life lessons that they attempt to supply. This episode doesn't have any of that shit, other than, like, don't judge a book by its cover. Old people aren't useless. I mean, fine. If that's your message, go straight ahead. Tell that message. I'm fine with that, because old people aren't useless. Don't judge a book by its cover, because all you know, the book could be good. So, you know, yay for the episode. Yay to the writers for doing better. Yeah, by something. It is literally a single step up from the multitude of floors down that this series has spiraled towards. So, I mean, slowly it looks. I am seriously hoping, by the time I get to the 26th episode of season 1, yeah, there's fucking 26 episodes, that I can tell you guys without a doubt that you want to know what, I can see why they were into this for a second season. The show's actually going somewhere. It's slowly progressing to becoming watchable, or even good. But and it certainly seems like that's hopefully where it's going after seeing this, because, like I said, I don't recall the episodes being, or this episode, I don't know what I was going to say. This episode is better than everything else I recall sitting through. Or maybe I just have a clearer head, but I do remember ranting for like 10 minutes on one episode, and I don't have to do that with this episode, because there's really nothing to rant about, because the episode does things perfectly acceptable. And that's all I ask for, is that I don't have to go on a fucking 10-minute rant about how stupid things are. Oh, wait, I have something stupid to talk about. I almost ended the episode off without being honest. That would be very shameful of me. The ghosts create a fucking helmet that drains, you know, the smarts out of people. Guess what? The fucking thing doesn't even get used. It just exists. It's like, it's basically just something for the 4 well-known ghosts, you know, Clyde, Pinky, Blinky, and Inky, to be like, Pac-Man, don't come to the ghost realm because fucking Betrayus, or whatever his name is, has this thing, and it's not good. It doesn't get used. It's just some sort of thing that looms overhead that's supposed to create some sort of tensional aspect, or of some sort, and it really doesn't play a part at all in the episode, other than a slight bit of comedy, which goes over as well as you think it does. So there's that, and the episode ends rather bizarrely, where Pac-Man jumps on a rocket ship and shoots off to space. Like, okay, the next episode better have something to do with space, or I'm going to be very fucking confused about what the hell that was. Overall, this episode wasn't that bad. But it also wasn't funny. It also had some extremely pointless aspects to it. And it also had a very bizarre way to end an episode. For sure. But, like I said, it's better than anything else that I had to sit through with this series. So there's that. With that all said and done, until next time, keep on gaming.